yogis, welcome back to my channel. I had every intention this week of filming a power yoga flow for you, but my legs are too sore. Honestly, my hamstrings feel so tight, my body feels tired, I feel sore from my workouts and just from the week, and yeah, so power yoga is just not gonna happen today. But I thought instead we could stretch, breathe, flow a little bit, and just get the circulation moving and get mobility back into the body. Because I feel like I get asked a lot, how do I balance my yoga practice, which requires openness and space, and my fitness and workouts, which entails a lot of contracting and tightening and all of that kind of stuff. And this is how I do it. I take time on my mat to stretch and breathe and create space. It's a balance, it's a practice. There are days like today, like the last couple of days actually, that my body's just sore, tight, and tired and feels heavy. And on those days, I just don't practice as hard as I normally would. I just get on my mat with the intention of creating space and feeling better and feeling more open. And I do so in a therapeutic way versus trying to work up a sweat or work hard on my mat. So if that is you today, if you're looking for a little recovery flow, grab your mat, grab your water if you need it, grab some blocks if you have them, and we will get started. So to begin, just find a comfortable seat. You can sit cross-legged or in half lotus like me, or if your hips are feeling really super tight, you can sit up on a block and elevate the hips a little bit. But in whatever variation you choose, close down the eyes. And just take a few moments here to tap into the breath. Let the day melt away. Let anything else that's lingering on your to-do list to just fall away. And allow yourself to arrive fully in this moment. Just you, your breath, and your mat. Big breath in through the nose. Big exhale out. Again, big inhale, fill all the way up. Biggest exhale out. Last one, big inhale. Biggest exhale out. Then bring the hands to heart center, to Anjali Mudra. And set an intention for this time you're going to spend on your mat. So maybe you dedicate your practice to something that you're manifesting or something that you want to call more of into your life. Or maybe you just set the intention to simply create space, release, let go, and feel good. Big breath in to seal the intention. Big exhale out through the mouth. Release the hands, open the eyes. Just start to make some circles with the neck. Slowly rocking the head from right to left. Breathing deeply. If you find a spot that's a little stickier or a little more tense, maybe you hold there and breathe a little deeper. Last 2 breaths here. Gently bring the head back to center. I understand why all of these sirens are going on right now. Sorry for that. But that actually makes for a better yoga practice. Hopefully that you can't hear them on your end. I can hear them loud and clear. It's like all the noise comes as soon as I start to film, but that's okay. Big breath in, reach the arms high. As you exhale, right fingertips come down, reach up and over with the left arm. So if you notice that the left hip is lifting, see if you can root it down into the earth and get longer through the left side body. Shoulders pull away from the ears. Big inhale, come center. Exhale, reach up and over to the left. So left fingertips down, reach up and over. Oof, my spine is cracking in a good way. Inhale, center. Again, reach up and over to the right. Think long, you're pulling the fingertips away from the hips and the hips away from the fingertips. Inhale, center. Exhale, up and over. One more on each side with your own breath. Every time you come center, get taller. Big inhale. Exhale, up and over. Big inhale. Interlace the fingers, turn the palms out, press the palms forward. Maybe rock the head side to side if that feels good. Inhale, lift the arms up. Unclasp the hands. As you exhale, right fingertips behind the hips, left hand on the right knee. So gentle twist. If you notice that the spine is rounding, twist a little less. I'd rather you keep your spine in one long line than be able to turn your head all the way behind you. So don't worry about that. Shoulders move away from the ears. Hold for another exhale. Inhale, reach the arms center. Exhale, twist to the left, right hand on left knee, left fingertips behind the hip. Every inhale is lengthening the spine, and every exhale, maybe you see if you can twist a little deeper. The breath is going to help us create space here in the body, so focusing on the breath is super important. Inhale, reach center. Exhale, hands to heart center. And then we'll meet in tabletop on all fours. Once you arrive on all fours, make sure the fingers are spread really wide. Pointer fingers point forward. Maybe the other fingers slightly turn out. Tops of the feet press down. Your hands are rooted right underneath the shoulders. Big breath in, belly drops, gaze comes up. Exhale as you round, press the ground away from you, round in the upper back. Big inhale, belly drops. Exhale, round. So take the next 5 breath cycles to move through this cat-cow with your own breath. Maybe you close down the eyes. Really focus on the way the breath feels as it moves in and out through the nose. 3 more breath cycles here. Neutral spine. Bring the left hand right underneath the center of your face. Big inhale, reach the right arm high. As you exhale, thread the right arm underneath the left side, coming to rest on the right cheek. Your left hand can stay rooted, or you can reach the arm forward, or you can take a half bind. And just a quick reminder, if anything doesn't feel right in your body, then you can make a different choice. This is your practice at the end of the day, and I want you to get the most out of it. So if you'd rather do something different, or you feel inspired to take a variation, please do that. 1 more breath here. Full exhale out. Slide the left hand underneath the left shoulder if it's not already. Big breath in, press down to lift up. Exhale, right hand replaces the left. As you inhale, left arm reaches high. Exhale, thread the left arm underneath the right. Come to rest on the left cheek. Bring the right arm in whatever variation you took on the other side and breathe. Tops of the feet press down. Breathe into that left shoulder. One more big breath in. Big exhale out. Right hand comes underneath the right shoulder. Big inhale as you press down to lift up. Exhale, left hand down. Good. Crawl the knees forward, cross the ankles, and we'll come on to the back just for a couple of stretches. Hug the knees into the chest once you arrive. Maybe you rock a little side to side, gently massaging the low back. If your low back is feeling really tight, sometimes I like to bring my feet flat on the mat, hip distance, and then I will windshield wiper the knees side to side. And sometimes I can get a few back cracks out of that feel pretty good. All right, knees to chest. Cross the right ankle on top of the left thigh. Hug the left thigh into the chest. Keep the right foot super flexed and breathe into the right hip. If this is too much, you can leave the left foot on the mat and just gently press the right knee away from you. But if you have it available, thread the hands around the left thigh. Next, exhale, release, and switch sides. So left ankle on right thigh, flex the left foot, either right foot on the mat or right thigh hugging in towards the chest. Breathe into the left hip. You're energetically pushing the left knee away from the body to help open up that hip. Big breath in. Exhale, release. Grab the backs of the thighs. We'll rock along the spine a few times, forwards and backwards. And gain so much momentum that you cross the ankles and come all the way into downward facing dog. Feel free to bend the knees as much as you need to. Fingers spread wide, pointer fingers forward. Really root through all four corners of the hands. So really avoid dumping down into the wrists. Think of pressing up and away from the mat as you lift the tailbone up and away from the mat. Relax the head and neck. Big breath in. Big exhale out. Inhale, right leg lifts high. Bend the knee, open the hip. You can stack the hips if that feels good. Just let this feel really good. I like to kind of bounce my heel up and down a little bit to try and open up my hip flexor. You can also take ankle circles or hip circles, whatever feels good here, but keep pressing equally through both hands. Big inhale, extend the right leg up and back. Exhale, release it back down, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lift, same thing on this side. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Let it feel good, breathe. Last breath here. Inhale to extend, square off the hips. And then exhale, release the foot down to the mat. Walk the feet to the middle of the mat. And then the hands back towards the feet. Bring the feet hip distance. Give yourself a generous bend in the knees so that your belly comes onto the thighs, and then grab opposite elbows. Just let the head hang heavy here. Maybe you sway a little side to side. Breathing deeply. Release the elbows, keep the bend in the knees, take a big breath in, flat back, bring the hands to the shins. Really think of pulling the tailbone up and away from the head as you draw the crown of the head forward and extend through the spine. Belly button draws up towards the spine as well. Exhale, fold in. Maybe you grab behind the calves and pull yourself in. Remember, the knees are still bent generously.
Big inhale, flat back, lengthen.
Exhale, fold. Maybe you pull yourself in.
Inhale to lengthen.
Exhale, fold and pull.
And release the hands. Keep the bend in the knees. Slowly roll up your head is the very last thing. Shoulders roll back. Maybe rock the head a few times.
And then we will find mountain pose. So palms face forward. Tailbone draws down. Belly draws in. Shoulders back. Big inhale, reach the arms high. As you exhale, bend the knees, melt forward.
Inhale to lengthen.
As you exhale, fold, and then step the left toes to the back of the mat. Lower the back knee, Anjaneyasana. Untuck the toes, inhale, arms reach high. Make sure the front knee is stacked right over the front ankle. Big inhale to reach. Exhale, right fingertips come down, reach up and over. So you should feel a really good stretch along the left side waist and the left hip flexor. If you can't reach the mat, use a block. If you don't have a block, maybe use a water bottle or a can of soup. Anything will do. Anything that will elevate the floor to your fingertips if you can't reach. Inhale, center, reach high. Exhale, the left fingertips down, reach up and over. Focus on the breath. Remember, this is not about speed, this is about creating space. Inhale, reach center. Exhale, hands to the heart twist, hooking the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Hands are pressing together to draw the heart through the gateway of the arms. Inhale, reach center. As you exhale, hands come down to the mat, shift the hips back, flex the front foot. Ardha Hanumanasana half splits. You can keep a micro bend in the knee, like me if you need to, but think of drawing the tailbone back as you draw the heart forward. Wow, 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 my hamstrings are so tight. Breathe into it. Start to root the right foot down, reach forward and up, Anjaneyasana, inhale. Exhale, shift it back, half splits. Using the breath, inhale, come forward. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, forward. Exhale, half splits. Start to crawl the hands forward, lift the back knee, tuck the back toes, then lift the back knee. Plant the hands, step the right foot back, downward facing dog. Take a few moments here to notice the difference between the left and right sides of the body. I personally notice a big difference already. My right side feels a lot more open than the left. We will fix that though. Big inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step to the top of the mat. 3 times, inhale, lengthen heart forward. Exhale, fold, pull yourself in.
Inhale to lengthen.
Exhale, fold in.
Inhale to lengthen.
Exhale, fold in.
Bend the knees or keep the knees bent. Slowly roll up, head is the last thing. Mountain pose, shoulders roll back, palms forward. Big inhale, reach. Exhale, bend the knees, melt forward. Inhale to lengthen.
Exhale, fold, right toes step to the back of the mat, lower the back knee, Anjaneyasana. You can untuck the toes, or if it feels better to keep them tucked, feel free to do that. Remember, this is your practice. Good big breath and get a little taller. As you exhale, left fingertips come down, reach up and over. Really reaching the fingertips to feel a really nice stretch in the right side waist, the side body, the hip flexor. Inhale, come center. Exhale, right fingertips come down, reach up and over. Inhale, come center, reach high. Exhale, hands to the heart, twist. Hooking the right elbow on the outside of the left knee. Palms are pressing together. Breath is full and deep. As you inhale, reach the arms high. As you exhale, shift the hips back, half splits. Flex the front foot. So hold here for a few breaths. Pulling that left hip back, left toes flex towards the left shin, shoulders away from the ears, think heart forward. Start to root into the left foot. Inhale, Untitled arms reach. Exhale, shift the hips back, half splits. Again, inhale, arms reach. Exhale, shift it back, half splits. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, shift it back, half splits. Walk the hands forward, find that low runner's lunge, so hands plant, back knee lifts. Step the left foot back, downward facing dog. Big inhale through the nose. Big exhale through the mouth. Bend the knees, look forward as you inhale. As you exhale, travel to the top of your mat. 3 times, inhale, flat back, lengthen. Exhale, fold in. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, fold in. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, fold in. Keep the bend in the knees, slowly roll up, head is the last thing. Shoulders roll back, mountain pose. Big breath in through the nose. Big exhale out. I'm already feeling a little better, I'm going to be honest with you. I hope you are too. Let's move through that, a little variation of that, a little bit quicker. Start to open up a little bit more. So big inhale, arms reach. As you exhale, bend the knees, melt forward. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Step the left toes to the back of the mat. Lower that back knee, arms reach. Anjaneyasana. As you exhale, hands to the heart, twist. Inhale, reach center. Exhale, shift it back, half splits. Slowly walk your hands forward as you plant the right foot down. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, stay in a low runner's lunge. Left fingertips down, right arm to the sky, twisting low lunge. One more big breath in. As you exhale, right fingertips down, plant the hands, press down into the hands as you lift the right leg all the way up and back, 3-legged dog, bend the knee, open the hip. Big inhale to extend. As you exhale, right knee towards the right wrist, single pigeon on the right. Walk those left toes back a little bit. If this doesn't feel good in your body, you can always come onto your back and take figure 4, which we took in the beginning of our practice. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, gently melt the chest forward. Breathe deeply. We're going to be in this hip opener again in a few moments, so don't worry if you're feeling like it's a little out of reach or not accessible to you. We're just still working into our practice and working on creating space in the body. So just focus on the breath. One more big breath in. But as you exhale, start to walk up onto the hands. You can either take a vinyasa here by stepping the right foot back, or you can move straight to downward facing dog. Purposely was not going to do many vinyasas in this practice since it is a nice little recovery flow, but feel free to take one if it feels good. Big inhale, bend the knees, look forward. As you exhale, step or float to the top of the mat. Lengthen as you inhale, fold as you exhale. Big breath in as you root down to reach all the way up. As you exhale again, bend the knees, melt forward. Lengthen out, inhale. As you exhale, fold, step the right toes to the back of the mat, lower the back knee, inhale, arms reach, Anjaneyasana. As you exhale, hands to the heart twist, hooking the right elbow outside of the left knee. Big inhale, reach high. As you exhale, shift it back, half splits. Inhale, walk the hands forward, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Find that low runner's lunge, right fingertips down, left arm to the sky, big breath in. Next, exhale, left hand comes down. Plant the hands. Inhale, lift all the way up and back, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open the hip, let it feel good. The inhale to extend, square off the hips. And then as you exhale, bring that left shin forward for single pigeon on the left, or whatever hip opening variation you took on the other side. One big intentional breath here. And then as you exhale, begin to melt the chest forward. About 3 to 5 breath cycles here, depending on the length of breath. Again, use this time to really tap into the breath. Notice if you're holding any tension in the hands or the jaw, and see if you can let that go with every exhale. One more big breath in. Big exhale out. Slowly start to come up onto the hands. Lift the back knee. Maybe you move through a vinyasa, or maybe you head straight to downward facing dog. Just listen to your body and do what feels best. We will all eventually meet in down dog. Big inhale. Bigger exhale. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. As you exhale, step the feet to the outsides of the hands. Turn the toes out slightly, coming into Malasana. So toes turn out slightly. Your feet are about as wide as the mat. Hands are at heart center, and your knees are pressing into the elbows as your elbows are pressing back into the knees to open up the heart. Spine is long, breathe deeply. One more big breath in. As you exhale, release the hands down as you straighten the legs, heel toe the feet, back to hip distance. Inhale, flat back to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Big inhale as you root to rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Release the hands down, big inhale, reach. As you exhale, right fingertips come down, reach up and over with the left arm, big side body stretch. Inhale, center. Exhale, up and over to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, bend the knees, melt forward. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold, vinyasa, or straight to downward facing dog.
Good, bend the knees deeply, lift the heels high, press the hips up and back. Exhale, straighten the legs, lower the heels. Again, big inhale, bend the knees, press the chest back. Exhale, extend through the legs. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, lower the heels. And then lower the knees. Big toes touching, knees wider than the hips. Child's pose. Can keep the arms extended here. Maybe bring the palms together and then bring the hands all the way to the nape of the neck for a little stretch through the triceps. Big breath in. Big clearing exhale out. Kneading back in downward facing dog. Inhale as your right leg lifts up and back. Exhale, single pigeon again on the right, or another hip opener of your choice. Big inhale. As you exhale, gently lower. 5 full breaths here. Releasing any tension in the hands, the face, the jaw, the shoulders, the belly. Slowly start to make your way up onto the hands. Tuck the back toes. Lift the back knee. Lift all the way up and back to a 3-legged dog. Bend the knee, open the hip. Big inhale to extend. As you exhale, knee towards your nose and then softly step the foot between the hands, coming into a low runner's lunge. Left fingertips down, right arm to the sky, twisting low lunge. Big breath in. Maybe you find some wrist circles, or you can take some big arm circles. Big breath in. As you exhale, right hand comes down. Start to turn yourself to the left, coming into a wide leg forward fold. Toes turned in slightly. And just hang out here for a few breaths. Maybe bend one knee and then the other, or you can hold still in the center. Listen to what your body needs and give it that. Come center and then inhale, fingertips to the mat, heart forward, flat back. As you exhale, start to turn yourself to the back of the mat. Plant the hands, lift the left leg up and back, downward facing dog. Big inhale, left leg lifts up and back, bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale to extend. Exhale, single pigeon on the left. Just make sure the hips are squared off. I don't think I said that before, but hopefully you know that. Big breath in. As you exhale, melt forward, 5 full breaths here. So as you can see, my recovery flows are very chill and they're very focused on the breath and quite literally creating space in the body. When I'm feeling tense and tight, this is what I do. Lots of holds, lots of breathing. Last full breath cycle here. Slowly start to come up onto the hands. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. You're coming all the way into a three-legged dog. Your left leg lifts up and back. Big breath in. Bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale to extend, square off the hips. Knee towards your nose, and then softly step the foot between the hands. Right fingertips down, left arm to the sky, twisting low lunge. Again, maybe you take wrist circles and or arm circles to get into the shoulder. Big inhale, reach. As you exhale, left hand down, turn yourself to the right, back into that wide leg forward fold. Same thing here again, whatever feels good in your body. Make your way center, big inhale, flat back. Exhale, turn yourself to the top of the mat. Find downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big exhale out. Lower the knees, and then we'll come into puppy pose. So hips are going to stay stacked over the knees. Start to walk the hands forward as you melt the chest forward. Chin can come to the mat, forehead can come to the mat. If this feels like way too much, you can just walk the hands back towards the body and make this a little less intense. Good, and then slowly keep the hands and forearms where they are. Just slide the body forward into Sphinx pose. So right angle in the arms, tops of the feet pressed down. Big breath in, right ear, right shoulder. Inhale, center. Left ear, left shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, release all the way back to child's pose. Good, and then crawl the knees forward. We'll come to seated for Badakanasana. So soles of the feet together, knees open wide. Take a big breath in. Exhale as you begin to fold. Slowly roll up. Extend the legs forward for Pashimotanasana. Seated forward fold. You can keep a little micro bend in the knees or a macro bend in the knees if you need to. Just make sure that the sits bones are rooted into the earth. Big breath and reach. As you exhale, fold forward and grab onto anything that's available to you. Relax the head and neck. Breathe deeply here. If you bent the knees and you realize you actually have a little more space, you can just start to walk the heels forward. But really work towards getting your belly to your thighs. Slowly roll up. And then we will meet on our backs. Hugging the knees into the chest. Just gently rock side to side. And then grab for the outsides of the feet, coming into happy baby. more big breath in here. As you exhale, knees hug to chest. Keep the right knee hugged in, extend the left leg long. Big inhale as you compress the knee in. And as you exhale, gently twist. Right knee to the left. Maybe you cactus out the right arm and bring the gaze out over the right shoulder. And then slowly come back center. Both knees hug into the chest. And then left knee stays hugged in, extend the right leg forward. Big breath in. Exhale, gently twist. Slowly hug the knees back into the chest. You can rock a little side to side, or you can plant the feet and windshield wiper the knees. And then find your final resting pose. So I'm going to take Supta Badakanasana, reclined Badakanasana. Soles of the feet together, knees open wide. You can also extend the legs long and take Shavasana, or if you have blocks, you can do a little restorative pose. Once you find your comfy spot, close down the eyes. Take a big breath in through the nose. Full exhale out through the mouth. Allow yourself to rest here for the next few moments. Giving your body a moment to process everything that we just did and really absorb all of the goodness of your practice.
And just remaining as you are. Start to bring your awareness back to your breath. And just bring one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. You can stay in this restful pose for as long as it feels good in your body. Let's just take one last collective breath together to close out our practice. Big breath in through the nose. Big exhale out. Namaste.